The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
On a delightful Friday night in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, we welcome you in for Glycon's presentation of Kentucky high school football. At Anderson County, the second and final week of the regular season for football in the state of Kentucky, as Woodford County makes their way in 7-1 on the year to Anderson County to face the Bearcats, coming 3-5 on this delightful Friday night for football alongside Keith Klink. Hi everyone, I'm John Baldridge and Keith. A very big rivalry matchup, two teams that don't like each other very much, and excited here to call it with you this evening.
Well, this rivalry has been going since 1952, and it went from 1952 to 1979. They played every year, took a couple years off, and then went back at it, took a couple more years off and went back at it. They've played 45 times, and Woodford County has a 23-22 lead.
You talk about these teams. First for Woodford County, they come in 7-1, as I mentioned, and their offense has been very good this year. Won a shootout last week, 57-50 over Scott County. Over 500 yards of offense in that ball game, and their offense is led by their junior quarterback, Fox Coons, over 2,000 yards passing this year. How do you slow down this attack if you're Anderson County tonight?
After watching the game last week, I don't think you do. And the bullet points for the games, one of the things I said, Anderson has got to go to a four corners tonight and keep Woodford off the field. There was a game between Anderson and Woodford back probably 10, 15 years ago, where Woodford County did just that. Anderson was a big favorite. Woodford came over here, and after the play, they would go back to the huddle. They would stand there. Their coaches on the sideline would hold up a sign that said 10, which meant you've got 10 seconds to snap the ball. Go to the line. They'd hold up one that said 5. Final score was 10-7. Anderson got very frustrated because they could never get their hands on the ball. But the main thing Anderson's going to have to do, they are going to have to show some offense. And that's one thing that they have really struggled to do, especially in the district play.
Yeah, it's 2 straight games. They've got shut out, lost 38-0. Anderson County did last week to Collins. And their head coach, David Buchanan, in his 33rd season coaching high school football, his 3rd season at Anderson County, talk about his team having a really good week of practice, his best week of practice he's seen from his team really in his 3 years here this week on his pregame comments yesterday. What do they need to do to be able to get that offense rolling a little bit here this evening?
Well, they're going to be minus their quarterback. Cooper got hurt last week. They said he's got a strained ligament in his knee. They're hoping to have him back next week. I think they're kind of looking at it like, okay, next week we've got a game that maybe we can win. This one was going to be really tough. Let's don't risk him getting hurt again.
Yeah, Hudson DeGarmo will start tonight, the junior for Anderson County. Played last week, went 7 for 10 for 77 yards and an interception. He'll get the start on a beautiful night for football. It is 52 and clear. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. We'll come back. Keith and I will get you set for football, but next we'll catch up with the Woodford County head coach in his 11th season, Dennis Johnson. That's next on the pregame shows. We get you set for football in Lawrenceburg on Glycon.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Plug you back on Glycat's pregame show as we're getting set for football in Anderson County with the Woodford County head coach now in his 11th season in Dennis Johnson. Dennis, thanks so much for giving me some time this afternoon.
No, we appreciate you guys, and like I said, what you do for high school sports in Kentucky.
Coach, you guys are on that 4-game winning streak going back all the way to September, and you have played well of late, 3-0 in this district and come in 7-1 on the year. Talk about your team as a whole. What have you taken away from this 2025 season, and what have you seen from your team so far this year?
We like our group, and I think we got a good mix of youth and guys who've played a lot of football. I think they've all been really well connected. We try to do a lot of team activities and things just to keep the culture and bond of our team really close. And so these guys have really bonded together well. They joke around and have a lot of fun when they know when it's time to get serious. So just very proud of the team we've compiled this year. You know, we played a really good schedule. Took one loss, which we talked about earlier, but I think it was really good for us. We learned a lot about ourselves during that loss and went on the road to Florida and bounced back and have played some really good district opponents and done pretty well. Last week was a little much more crazy than I wanted, but luckily we came on the winning end of the straw, and so I'm happy for all my team. I think we played complimentary football to the most part, and some guys have really stepped up to help our ball club win.
Hey, you talk about your win last week. You won 57-50 over Scott County in that shootout. And your quarterback, we talked about him before we went and recorded this interview. And Fox Coons in his junior season had 4 touchdowns last week, has only turned the ball over 6 times this year, 26 touchdowns on the year. What do you learn, and what has really impressed you about your quarterback and your offense as a whole this season?
Well, I think Fox, you know, individually, man, it's been a 2 to 3 year work in progress. A lot of guys see, you know, what he's done this year, but it's been a 2 year work when he wasn't a quarterback, and he's, you know, worked in silence and really paid his dues, and now he's got an opportunity. He's made the best of it. But now he's a very smart guy, big body, 6'5", 230, can make all the throws, really in tune with the guys, and and some mesh routes and some option routes, and so he's done a great job at quarterback. Really led our offense. He found his voice, man. We went to the 7-on-7 at EKU. It's probably his second time 7-on-7 this summer, man, and I think he had 40-some possessions through 38, 39 touchdowns, and we ended up winning that EKU 7-on-7, and that calmed me down, because it's hard when you get a guy who's a first-year quarterback. But like I said, he's done a phenomenal job. He has a ton of weapons decided, but he's definitely been the engine.
For your run game, you talk about your offense passing the ball well with Coons, over 2,000 yards this year, but Darian Tomlin has been excellent on the ground this year. Had a big game last week with those 4 touchdowns, had 24 carries last week. The junior has close to 800 yards this year. What has impressed you about him?
Well, Darian was hurt all last year and been hurt for the betterment of both of his high school freshman and sophomore year. And so I told a few guys in the beginning of the summer when I was doing some interviews, and I was telling them, that some of the better players in the state, and I said Darian Tomlin, nobody knew who he was, and now people are getting to see, but he's a top 5, top 7 player in the state, man. Plays offense and defense, very explosive, 6 foot, 6'1", 205 pounds, super strong, football brilliant, and he's a player that some college is gonna fall in love with, and he'll make himself somebody find him a good home at the next level. But he's a great kid, really matured a lot over the last year, and so he's a great football player.
Coach, we'll wrap it up with this, catching up the head coach of Woodford County in his 11th season, Dennis Johnson. Coach, your defense has only given about 24 points per game, but last week that was 50 points. The secondary gave up a bunch of big yards throwing the ball for Scott County. How do you clean that up this week?
We try to go back to a lot of basic stuff, man. So there is no magic pill. I know that offense is a one of one with that wing tee, and so we just try to go back to the basics, man. You don't fix overnight, but I think if you execute and just do your job, I think once one thing goes bad when you play against an offense like Scott County, then everybody tries to start playing hero ball, and I think that's what we kind of did last week and stopped reading their keys. And even if we play great football, they're just a tough offense to stop. But no, we might the fundamentals, block and tackle, just assignment football, gap sound football, defensive backs, reading their keys. And I think if we do that, we got a chance to be successful. So we'll see this Friday. I know Coach Buchanan, man, they'll get no double tights, and then they'll do some trick stuff. And so we just got to play sound football. I think if we do that, we can get ourselves back on track defensively. Because if we're going to make a run, man, we got to be able to play complementary football, to have a chance to survive and advance in the playoffs.
Coach, thanks for your time and best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's head coach Dennis Johnson. We'll come back with more on GlideCat in a moment.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
John Baldridge back with you in Lawrenceburg for tonight's Kentucky High School football, Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. We look at tonight's keys of the game, presented by Martin Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving with outstanding parts, availability, and unmatched service. Back with Keith Kling. And Keith, we look first at Anderson County. They come in 3-5, trying to get off a losing streak of 3 straight games, haven't scored in 3 straight games. What do they need to do tonight to get the ball moving and trying to get this thing rolling here at home?
Well, first thing they need to do is keep the ball, not let Woodford County have it. Go to the 4 corners, whatever it takes, not to let Woodford County have the ball. They can't get beat deep because Woodford County has good quarterbacks, good receivers. They've got to make some turnovers. When Anderson was winning in the first part of the season, they were a +8 or 9 in turnovers. Once they got to the district, now they're +3.
For Woodford County, they come in, as we talked about, they're 7-1. They got everything clicking under their 11th year head coach, and Dennis Johnson. Just heard from him talking about his offense being really good. Under Fox Coons, the running game with Tomlin, their defense has been strong. What do they need to do right to just be able to say, let's take this thing to Anderson County in this rivalry matchup tonight?
Get on top early. Get on top, get on top, get on top. Be very precise on offense. Don't give Anderson turnovers. And Woodford's going to the playoffs. Don't get anybody hurt.
Well, it should be a fun one. We got a lot to come as we get you set for football. Again, tonight's keys brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, keeping your outstanding parts, availability, and unmatched service, keeping your trucks moving all year around. Tonight's broadcast presented by Anderson County High School, the production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. We thank you for being with us. We'll take a break and come back and catch up with the Bearcats head coach next as we roll the pregame show on Glycod.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive, we are leaders in customer care.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel. Home on the range. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Welcome you back on Glycad's pregame show. I'm John Baldridge as we get set for football at Anderson County with the head coach in his third year, David Buchanan of the Bearcats. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having us, and you guys do a wonderful job. We're always happy when you guys are going to carry one of our ball games. Thank you.
Coach, coming into your 3-5 on the year, how do you think your team has gelled so far this year and came around as we reached the later part of the season?
Well, I think in spurts, we've seen some really good things. I think I've seen some indications of who we're going to be and who we can be. But consistency is a problem for us. We've got to be more consistent. And the reality is this right now as well. We're not fast enough and talented enough to compensate for the mistakes we make. And we've got to play cleaner games to have success. And we're working on getting better at that. And, we've got to play, our execution has got to be at a higher level because we just don't have a whole lot of juice to make up for the mistakes. And hopefully we'll continue to clean up those mistakes. And in the big picture, I do think we're going to get faster and a little more talented down the road. But we've got enough talent now that if we can play a really good, clean game and execute well, I do think we've got us a good football team.
Coach, you're coming off some losses where you haven't been able to score the football. How do you think your offense has played, though, under your quarterback in Hudson DeGarmo in his junior season?
Well, our starter's been Cash Cooper, and we had to go to Hudson last week, which Hudson started a game as a sophomore for us. And Hudson's a good athlete. He can play free safety, tailback, wide receiver, outside linebacker. I can put Hudson about anywhere, and he's probably going to be really, really good there. But we're not bad from 20 to 20, but we're it's a great example of what I talked about earlier. We can't overcome the mistakes right now in the red zone. And I tell you what we did Tuesday and Thursday. We put the ball on the 20. We put 12 guys on defense, and we practiced scoring. I mean, I wanted to make it tough because it's the scout team, so we put 12 over there. But we've got to practice scoring. We've got to get cleaner and better in the red zone. And hopefully that's going to happen. We've got a nice kicker. He's been able to hit some. We haven't been able to connect on those the last couple of weeks, though. So that needs to get better as well.
Catching the head coach, David Buchanan of this Anderson County bunch for our matchup with Woodford County on Glycad. Coach, a couple more for you. You talked about practice this week and going through some drills. How has practice been coming off a couple of tough losses? How have you guys rebounded during practice this week trying to get ready for this matchup?
Well, the good news is I think Tuesday and Wednesday have probably been two of our better practices really in the 3 seasons. I think we've had a lot of energy and effort, and that part of it's been pleasing. And I tell you, when you're sort of trying to come out of what's been a really rough spell for Anderson County football, and our results have been mixed, we really just sort of try to keep moving and keep going. Not every day is going to be good. Not every moment's going to be good. But the main thing is we keep moving, we keep going, and we keep moving forward, and that's a lot of our emphasis right now.
Coach, it's a team for yourself who's taken the ball away a lot this year. You're plus, I believe, 3 in the turnover battle between giveaways and takeaways. And the final question I'll ask you is, you're coming off a 3-game losing streak. You struggled last year against this Woodford team, but it's a different year, different ball club for yourself. What have you seen from them that you need to do right on Friday to be able to get out of there with a win?
Well, you know, the surprising thing is last year we had the ball for 41 out of 48 minutes. Again, we struggled. We didn't finish drives, and that's what got us beat. But I tell you what, Woodford County, schematically, they do a super job. I've known their quarterback, Fox Coon, since he was a little guy. When I do my quarterback workouts, in fact, my son Prosper would work with me, and so we're familiar with Fox. And, man, Fox is doing a great job. He's got a lot of guys he can get the football to. They play really good defense. Starts out up front with Josiah McKee on the D-line. Man, he's a good player. They've got good linebackers to get to the ball. I just think they're a complete team. I'm a big Dennis Johnson fan. I was a big Alvis Johnson fan. You know, Coach Johnson was at Harrisburg High when I played at Mercer County High. And I've always had a lot of respect for that family, really good people. Hey, it is a huge challenge with the Yellow Jackets coming in, but there's nothing wrong with big challenges. There's nothing wrong with tough assignments, and we're looking forward to the opportunity.
Well, Coach, you've been around a long time as well, in your 33rd season overall and your 3rd season with Anderson County. Thanks for your time today, and best of luck tonight.
Hey, you have a great day, and thanks for covering the Bearcats. We appreciate it.
That's David Buchanan, the head coach of Anderson County. We'll come back with more on GlyCat in a moment.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We're just about set for the pigskin to fly on this Friday night in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, Woodford County and Anderson County. Tonight's game plan presented by Elite Building Products in Nicholsville, the right product for your home. And we look at the district standings real quick. Back with Keith Klink. I'm John Baldridge, and we look at Woodford County. They're 3-0 in the district. Anderson County 0-3. They're not going to make the playoffs, but a big rivalry matchup trying to get going the right way tonight.
Well, John, Woodford County has Elijah Ward back there. I was going to say he's never going to see that ball.
Squib kick out towards the 35, and it falls out of the hands of Woodford County. Does Anderson County got it? Yeah, I believe they do. Bearcat football, a fumble on the first play, and the Bearcats set inside Woodford County territory.
That was Jalen Crutcher, 29, that recovered that, and that's one of the things I said Anderson had to do. Anderson had to turn Woodford over.
So we'll see Hudson DeGarmo. The junior quarterback went 7 for 10 last week with the injury of Cash Cooper, not with the ball club, not playing tonight. And we'll see Anderson take it under center on first down. They'll go up the gut inside the 30, maybe 2 or 3 on the first down run. Straight ahead. They'll give him 3 down to the 30-yard line.
And that was Wyatt Schaus.
You'll see plenty of different backs tonight. Hudson Hatfield, Wyatt Schaus right there, Braxton Mackey, and their head coach, and David Buchanan really likes to use multiple backs back there throughout the season so far. It's a big defensive front for Woodford County. Josiah McKee, as the Anderson County head coach, Buchanan talked about him, that big defensive end in his junior season. They'll go up the gut again, straight forward, and there's that defensive front by Woodford County. Not much, maybe got back to the line to gain, and it's third down. So got back to the line of scrimmage, but it brings up third down and about 7.
Woodford across that front is really, they've got some large individuals up there.
So DeGarmo will run over to the sideline as they'll line up here at the 29-yard line. Brings up third down and about 7. Need to get down to about the 23 to move the sticks.
Anderson's got a bunch formation to both sides.
They'll take the snap from the shotgun. DeGarmo scrambles out, left side pressure comes, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. Man-on-man coverage and strong defensive play in the backfield by Woodford County. Nobody open, and it brings up fourth down.
He was going for Mackey down, Braxton Mackey down on the goal line, but they missed a flag for an illegal shift.
They'll decline the penalty, and that makes it fourth down and 7 for Anderson County. Not a whole lot of time right there for DeGarmo. Pressure came and had to get rid of it, and it looks like, Keith, they're going to leave the offense on the field here on fourth down.
Yeah.
You surprised about this early?
No, not at all. I've seen a couple different fake punts this year.
So Woodford County team gave about 400 yards of passing defense last week. DeGarmo throws, got a man open, throws, and it's caught for the touchdown. Touchdown Bearcats.
That's Eli McCann. And that's Anderson's first score in 2 games.
29 yards to the house on fourth down and 7. And it's 6-0 Bearcats early.
Have Nathan Johnson in to kick the point.
4 minutes and 50 seconds in. And they're going to kick the extra point, and it's up and through. So with 10:17 to play in the first quarter after a fumble, Anderson County punches it in, and they're on top 7-0. We'll take a timeout as Woodford County will get the ball for the first time next. We come back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
A quick drive that took less than 2 minutes, Keith, and it's already 7-0 after a big fumble, leads in points for Anderson County.
Well, it's and Anderson did what they had to do there. They didn't keep it for very long, but they got on the board. And like I said, number 4 back there, Elijah Ward, he's wasting his time.
Nathan Johnson, a squib kick once again. Woodford County gets down on it this time and gobbles it up at the 34. And that's where we'll see the offense for the first time.
That was Aiden Powell for Woodford County.
So the Yellow Jackets will come out under their junior quarterback, Fox Coons, over 2,000 yards passing this year and 18 for 32 last week with 4 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns on the year to 6 interceptions, and an offense that has been sparking all season long for the Yellow Jackets.
Anderson's 2 best defensive players are their defensive ends, Grayson Alsabrook and Ben Stratton.
They open it up with 4 receivers and dump it off on a screen pass to the running back left side. It's got blockers that way past the 40, up close to the sticks, maybe got there. A gain of 9, make it 10 all the way to the 45, and that will move the chains on first down.
That was K-Trail Reimer.
Quickly back the line of scrimmage, and we'll see this quickly all tonight by Woodford County. They're going to go draw play over right side. They're going to move inside Anderson County territory. 10 yards once again, and full steam ahead by the Yellow Jackets.
That was Tomlin, their best, one of their many best backs.
Darian Tomlin, who had 94 carries on the year for close to 800 yards, came in 788 on the season. Throws, passes, drop, try to dump it off left side on a pass to
O'Mary Joyner, and that could have been intercepted.
Got to the sticks, but couldn't hang on, and it brings up second down and 10. Make it 2nd 1 after 3rd down and 1 correction, as they're going to need 1 yard to move the chains here on 3rd and short. Coons, 2 receivers each way, running back next to his hip. They're going to go on the ground with Tomlin. Got a big haul and moves forward all the way down to the 34 for a gain of 11.
Oh, must have had a late hit there.
So a 3rd down and 1 pickup. That will move the chains. We will check the penalty. It looks like a targeting call will be applied here on Anderson County. So a late hit after the play, that will move it 15 yards.
Yeah, at least we don't have to go through the review from the booth.
So that will move it from the 34 down to the 18 and inside the red zone. So a quick response after that 7-0 start on that fumble on the kickoff that led to points for Anderson County. Woodford County down inside the red zone, 1st and 10. Trips out to the left side. They're going to throw here. Coons throws left side's got his man complete, trying to spin off tackles, gets to the pylon, and he's in to the end zone. An 18-yard reception.
O'Mary Joyner.
And Joyner, the junior, works his way in for 6 and an extra point away from tying this game up with 9:14 left in the first quarter.
Well, Tomlin, with Anderson just playing that free 3 front and the linebackers backed off about 5 yards off the ball, Tomlin should find a lot of room to run.
Joyner, his 32nd catch on the year, and now his 10th TD on the season. And they'll attempt the extra point to tie it at 7 with Cash Wolf. Snap down, the kick is up, and it is right through. So 7-all quickly into this ball game. 9:14 left in the first. We'll stay here in a very impressive drive right there, Keith. A quick response by Woodford County.
Well, so far it's like the Woodford Scott game last week, which looked like college Madden game. I mean, both the teams just ran up and down the field, and wasn't hardly a lot of defense played.
Well, you go back to last year. Back to October of last season, Woodford County defeated Anderson County 50-19. Now it's a different year, different stadium they're playing in, of course. But you go back to that game last year, Anderson County had the ball for 41 minutes of 48 minutes in that football game, and their offense looked pretty strong on that first drive.
Okay, we've got Hudson Hatfield, number 1, is back there, and Hudson is probably the fastest. He's a freshman, but he's probably one of the fastest guys on the team, if not the fastest. And then number 16, Donovan Follis.
Cash Wolf will kick it away from the 40-yard line for Woodford County. You mentioned Hatfield back there to receive, who comes in as they're going to do a squib kick. This, I don't think, went more than 10 yards.
No, it didn't. That'd be Anderson's ball on the
they're going to say the 48-yard line inside Woodford County territory. And once again, Keith, very good field position to start for the Bearcats.
The short field's what they need.
Kicked it outside the numbers, but didn't go 10 yards, and it looked like Anderson County jumped on top.
I was just looking down at the 50-yard. It looks like there was a little hiccup down at the end between the 50 and the out of bounds marker.
Ball right on the hash. On the left hash as they're going to go right under center now from the shotgun with DeGarmo. 2 blockers right in front of the quarterback and running backs, and they're going to go QB keep. DeGarmo right up the middle, got some legs and moving forward close to sticks, got about 7 all the way to the 42 for a gain of 6 on first down.
That's a good start for Anderson. They really need to stay ahead of the change. That 4th and 7 that they had last time is not their cup of tea.
6 yards on first down, 2nd and 4 at the 42 of the Yellow Jackets. A game tied at 7 with 8:40 left here in this first quarter. You're seeing DeGarmo go all the way over to the sideline each time to get the play from his head coach as he's back there to give the play to his offensive back under center on 2nd down.
Our quarterback's the best conditioned player on the team.
Fullback behind in front of the running back. They're going to fake it, and DeGarmo going to throw left side's got a man, and it's almost intercepted.
Wow, that was
threw it in a tight read, and right there was Chris Reed, almost picked it off.
Yeah.
The defensive back had his hands on it and couldn't squeeze it in. Brings up 3rd down and 4 after an almost INT by the Yellow Jackets. Not a whole lot of time we talked about that, but it's been smartly read by DeGarmo to get outside the pocket, has used his legs, and brings up 3rd down and 4, needing to get to the 38 to move the chains here on 3rd down. DeGarmo yells out instructions. Now under center, fullback and running back behind him. 2 receivers, 1 each way. And they're going to give it with DeGarmo. Fake the handoff, now tries to move forward. And right there was that big defensive front by Woodford County, led by Jaden McKinney. And comes up and makes the stop and brings up 4th down. Blew it up in the backfield.
Yeah, we've got a flag there that I think we both missed.
Flag thrown on the far side from us. Right on top of that Woodford County sideline. And looks like it will be on the offense and decline by Woodford County. So once again, Keith, here we go. 4th down, they're going to keep the offense out there. 4th down and 4. 2 running backs next to the quarterback. Shotgun snap. DeGarmo throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to feed a needle and couldn't get into his intended target, looking for Grayson Alzabrook, and it brings up turnover on downs.
I really thought they were trying to set up a screen there because 3 linemen drifted toward the far side.
So it worked earlier. Got that touchdown on 4th down and 7 of 29 yards to make it 7-0. And Woodford County came down, got a touchdown. Now a turnover on downs by the Bearcats, and back to the Yellow Jackets. A game tied at 7 with 8:07 left in this first quarter as Woodford moves it left to right. 2 receivers each way, and they're going to keep it on the ground this time, trying to spin off tackles right side. Good job by Anderson to stop him towards the sideline, as that was Tomlin. Got about 2 on 1st down.
That was a good job by McCann, not letting Tomlin get outside of him.
Tomlin, we talked about 94 carries, now over 800 yards on the year. Came in 13 touchdowns, had 4 touchdowns in that shootout win last week against Scott County, 57-50, as Woodford County comes in 7-1 on the season. 2 receivers each way, now sending a receiver in motion, and we got a whistle, and this will be on the offense. False start here on the Yellow Jackets. And Keith, you're right there on top of it. So he'll make it 2nd and 13, and back to the 40-yard line. What have you seen so far this start from Anderson County early on in this ball game, Keith?
Well, in spite of going 4 and out last time, I thought the offense looked good. The defense has looked good for, I hate to say it, for one play.
2nd down, they're going to go draw outright, trying to spin off tackles, using the sideline pass, the 50 inside Anderson County territory, has the sticks and moving back in towards the middle of the field. And that will move the chains, a gain of 15 on 2nd down and 13, now inside Bearcat territory. What a run right there.
That was Follis on the tackle.
Back quickly is Coons to the line of scrimmage. Tomlin up the middle, pushes forward, trying to break off tackles inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line for gain 8. Darian Tomlin, a load back there to bring down for Anderson County.
That's the same play they were in last week against Scott County, and it got big yardage just about every time.
Shotgun snap, throws left side, got a man complete. That is Calatar. Out moves the sticks. 7:16 left in the first quarter. Second drive, for Woodford County. Up the gut once again, spinning off tackles, breaks off tackles inside the 5, inside the goal line. Touchdown, Woodford County from 30 yards out, and it's 13-7 Yellow Jackets.
That was Ryan Brown, right up the middle. With being in that 3 front, should be able to run up the middle.
So it's 2nd down and 13 just a moment ago, got 15 yards now, a 30-yard run. And quickly on top, close to 5 minutes into this ball game. And Woodford County a point extra away from making it 14-7. Cash Wolf to attempt the extra point. The snap is good, the kick is up, it's straight through. And we're a 14-7 lead for the Yellow Jackets with 7:04 left in the first. We'll break, come back with more in a moment on Glycat.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
They can do whatever
14-7,
they want.
7:04 left in the first quarter. Back with Keith Klink. I'm John Baldridge on Glycod, Central Kentucky High School football. And Coach, it feels like early on Woodford County can just really do whatever they want out there, have taken it to Anderson County offensively over the first 2 drives for them so far.
Well, Woodford looks like a hockey team on skates. I mean, they just zoom. There they go. One thing I do want to, Jalen McKinney, the holder for Woodford County, did an awfully good job on that last extra point because the snap wasn't good, and he got it up and kicker converted.
Cash Wolf to kick it off. Back to receive is Hudson Hatfield.
Yeah, they're kicking it to Hatfield. No.
And taken back at the 15, trying to spin out past the 20-25 up to the 27, and that's where we'll see Anderson County's offense.
That was Donovan Follis.
Follis who brings it out, and now we see the offense once again with DeGarmo. We talked about Cash Cooper not playing tonight. Was taken out of the ball game last week. DeGarmo's looked pretty strong, though, on the first couple of drives.
He has. He's not flustered. He played a little quarterback last year, very little, but there's something you don't see very often, T formation.
Everybody's loaded inside the box, and we got a whistle and a flag down. 11 guys right around the ball, and we'll check the penalty here.
It's offside.
And this will be on the defense. So 5 yards awarded to Anderson County on the penalty by the Yellow Jackets. Not what you want to see from your defense on the first play of a drive. So 1st and 5 now, up to the 36-yard line.
Well, I've seen this several times where you're basically running into a 5-5 with one safety, just Darren Anderson to throw the ball. Woodford's just so quick that they can get back.
1st and 5 at the 36 under center with DeGarmo. Couple fullbacks, running back behind him. Receiver lined out to the right. DeGarmo gonna throw it this time. Pressure comes, gonna throw off his back hip and just flings it away out past the 50-yard line. Nobody there but a couple defensive backs. Luckily, not intercepted. It's 2nd down.
I think he was looking for Alsabrook on 35.
The closest guy there was Zion Brown, the defensive back.
Yeah.
It's 2nd down after the incompletion. Talked about Woodford County 7-1. Anderson County 3-5 under the 3rd-year head coach. And David Buchanan. Shotgun snap gonna be taken here by DeGarmo. And he's gonna hand it off, fake the handoff, full steam ahead, breaks off tackles, has the 1st down past the 40 up to the 41 for a gain of about 5 yards, and that will move the chains.
I really thought that was a broken play. Follis acted like, hey, I'm supposed to get the ball.
Some tight formations. We've seen a lot of guys right around the football, a couple fullbacks in, a couple running backs in. Once again, quarterback keeper, and DeGarmo, that big body, able to move the sticks. So 6:30 as the clock moves here in the 1st quarter. 3rd drive for Anderson County, down 14-7. Turn it over inside Woodford County territory last time. Under center with DeGarmo. Fullback, running back, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll send a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off and trying to break off tackles. Not much room. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more for the ball carrier there. And it's 2nd down after the short run. Try to get a number on the.
That was McCann, number 11, trying a little counterplay there.
McCann, the sophomore, 5'11", 180, has been used a lot as a workhorse this year. We've seen this Anderson County team run the football a lot, a team averaging about a little over 17 points per game on the season. It's a Woodford County team that comes in averaging a little over 42 points per game, giving them about 23 points defensively on the year. 2nd down and 10. They'll go up the gut once again and trying to push forward. I believe that's McCann.
Yep.
And maybe has about 2 or 3, brings up 3rd down and about 7. We'll say he got to the 44, 7 yards short of that line to gain up to the 49 inside Woodford County territory if the Bearcats want to move the sticks.
About the best running play Anderson's had is the quarterback draw tonight. See what happens here.
They'll send the receivers out, 1 each way. Fullback lined up left of the quarterback under center, running back behind him. And it takes the snap here. They're going to do a reverse, triple reverse back to the quarterback, and sack. Down goes the quarterback into DeGarmo, and a big loss on 3rd down and 7. All the way back inside the 35. A gain of a loss of about 12 on 3rd down.
That was Chris Reed and Tomlin. They was in there. They're just so quick.
They faked it right, then the running back went left and kicked it right back behind them to DeGarmo, and the pressure was there and blown up in the backfield. A loss of 12 back to the 32-yard line.
This is Alsabrook punting.
And they'll kick it away. Alsabrook gets it off a wobbly high kick. It will kick down and land around the 50, roll to the 46-yard line, and touchdown there by the Bearcats. So good field position for the Yellow Jackets coming back out with 3:48 left in a 14-7 game. And Coach, how do you slow down this attack if you're Anderson County with Woodford County coming back out offensively?
Maybe play 15 defenders. Like I said, it's just like ice hockey. They're just so quick everywhere.
So Fox Coon's back out there. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Anderson's changed their defense a little bit. They're coming up and going man instead of playing 2 deep zone.
1st and 10 at the 46, 2 receivers each way. Coon's going to throw over the middle's got a man complete. Now it's dropped, and we got a flag.
Oh, no.
Late flag thrown at the 30-yard line. 2 defensive backs there, and we'll check the penalty, and the home crowd does not like this one.
I don't see any pass. Didn't see any pass interference.
I think that's going to be the call, but we'll check it. It was a late flag thrown in from the backside. The intended target.
And well, that's what I'm wondering, if that's what we were looking at is a targeting call, because the flag didn't come in till late. Well, everybody's backing up this way.
And that was Rightar, the intended target. And this might be,
I wonder.
Said Keith, yeah, on Woodford County, push him back.
I wonder if this. I wonder if.
And now we got a flag. This will be on Anderson County.
Yeah.
The officials.
Personal foul?
Yes, personal foul assessed on the Bearcats. We'll see where they mark it. This should be a very good spot move inside Anderson County territory.
With the pass being incomplete, it's from the line of scrimmage.
That still moves the football all the way to the 39 of the Bearcats. A tough break right there. That was a late flag thrown from the backside. So 1st and 10 at the 39, and a 14-7 Woodford County lead. Trips out to the left side. They're going to dump it off that way. And good read, trying to get out there to make the tackle. Spins off a tackle, got about 3, was stopped in the backfield, and the receiver able to spin off a couple guys to get all the way up to the 37-yard line.
That was Mackey that slowed him down, and Stratton that came in on the tackle.
Receiver was Jalen Johnson. 2nd down and 7. They're going to go with Tomlin right up the middle. Has a hole, spins off tackles, breaks it right side, stays on his feet. Outside the numbers, inside the 5, 10, goal line, touchdown. 36 yards, Darian Tomlin all the way to the house, and it's 27, Woodford County.
He is a player. No wonder he has several offers.
Tomlin, a load back there, came in close to 800 yards on the year, now over it, and a big touchdown run. Makes it a 2-score game here with 3:05 left in this first quarter.
And he's just a junior.
He'll have a lot of recruits.
Yeah.
Looking at his name going into next year.
Be a lot of people watching him next year.
Here's Wolf. Extra point is up and through. He's 3 for 3, and it's 21-7. 3:05 left in the first. We'll break on Glycad and come back in a moment.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back on Glycad, it's a 21-7 ball game. Keith Klink, I'm John Baldridge, and Keith, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for Woodford County have looked strong, real easy, in control here this evening.
Well, that's one of the things I thought was going to be one of the keys to this game was Woodford County get out and get ahead. They got a little behind, but it didn't seem to deter them a bit.
And it feels like an uphill battle.
Yeah.
For Anderson County, was able to get that early touchdown after a fumble on the kickoff, and a short kick here by Cash Wolf will roll out past the 30 to the 27. That might be a flag for going out of bounds too.
Yeah, Anderson will get it on the 35.
So that will move it up for the Bearcats, and that's when we'll see their quarterback and Hudson DeGarmo once again. As we'll check the penalty first. Should be free kick out of bounds, and we'll push it up to the 35 assessed here on the Yellow Jackets.
Going to make them kick it again. One thing that we didn't mention and one of Anderson's best linemen, Robert Lester, is out there on a scooter. That must have come from last week too. So Anderson's along with Cooper. They're missing Lester, and it's the end of the season. And this is what happens at the end of the season. You get a lot of people hurt.
Second and final week of the year, Lester, the sophomore, not playing tonight, not in a uniform this evening. They'll kick it back at the 35 now after the penalty. They'll make Wolf re-kick it here for the Yellow Jackets.
One thing about it, he gets a lot of practice.
Back to receive once again is Hatfield. And they'll kick it his way, and he'll take it back around the 21-yard line. Right of the numbers, now spins back towards the middle of the field, almost had a seam, and wrapped up a shoestring tackle at the 36-yard line, possibly had more, and that's where we'll see the Bearcats.
If he pulls through there, the kicker's the only one left.
Had a seam, just tripped up by the shoelace. Exactly 3 minutes left in this first quarter. And it felt like it's been a while since Anderson County led 7-0. Garmo under center. Running back with two fullbacks in front of him. They're going to hand on first down, trying to move straight ahead, now off to the left a little bit, and not much room, maybe a gain of 2. So up to the 39, make it 3 after the 3-yard movement.
That was McCann. Looks like he's the one that's going to get most of the carries tonight with DeGarmo at quarterback.
McCann, the sophomore, a load 5'11", 180. As the clock moves with 2:20 left in this first quarter. Gain of 4 on first down, 2nd and 6. They'll go to McCann again, dump it to him in the backfield. He moves his legs forward, breaking off tackles, breaks off some more, has the first down all the way inside Woodford County territory to the 49.
That was all McCann. He carried 3 or 4 guys that were way bigger than he was. Nice run.
Got an extra push at the end too. Gain of 11. All the way to midfield at the 50, and it's first down. Talk about a load for Woodford County and Tomlin. McCann, the same story in the backfield for the Bearcats. DeGarmo breaks huddle, goes under center on first down. Fullback, running back behind him, go to the fullback this time, pushing forward inside Woodford County territory to the 47, gain of 3.
Wyatt Schaus, number 35.
Schaus, a big load as well. 5'10", 205, the junior. Had 4 carries last week for close to 30 yards. Picked up 2 right there. 1:15 left in this first quarter. A 21-7 game. Woodford County on top. Bearcats moving it right to left. In Lawrenceburg. DeGarmo under center. Big load once again. Those 2 fullbacks, as you mentioned, that power I running back behind them. They're going to go up the gut. Trying to push forward is Hatfield. Doesn't have much. Maybe got a yard. Brings up 3rd down and long. They say he got to the 47. So it brings up 3rd down and 7. And they keep going to the ground game. But it feels like DeGarmo's had time to get outside the pocket, Keith, and do you possibly try to open it up here on 3rd down and long?
I'm not sure you don't want to try and take this down to the end of the quarter here and see if we can regroup a little bit. Anderson's coaches are holding up their hands saying
10 seconds left in the quarter. And they're going to have a timeout, I believe, used. Woodford County from the far sideline burns a timeout with 4 seconds left. You don't see that happen very often. They'll burn a timeout here, their first, with 4 seconds left and 3rd down and 7 upcoming. So they had that big power eye back there once again before the timeout was used. You think they go run back to the run game once again?
Watch when they come out. They've got DeGarmo between the two. They've got two backs. DeGarmo's between them, set back a little bit. That's the formation that they ran the quarterback draw off of last time.
We'll mention once again tonight's game plan brought to you by Elite Building Products in Nicholsville. The right decision for your home. It's 3rd down and 7 at the 47. Need to get to the 40 of the Yellow Jackets to move the chains. Woodford County on top by 2 scores, 21-7 in this first quarter. We thank you for being with us on Glycat Keith Klink. I'm John Baldridge. And a big power eye once again from the shotgun this time, though, is DeGarmo running back next to his hip. One receiver out to the right. And they're going to go on the ground. Up the middle, not much room. Maybe got 2, but short of the 1st down. And I believe, once again, that was McCann.
Yep.
And that will be the final play of the first quarter. Brings up 4th down and about 5. When we come back, we'll see what the Bearcats want to do. But the Yellow Jackets on top. Woodford County with a 21-7 lead as we head to the second on Glycat.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Welcome you back to Lawrenceburg. A big 4th down upcoming. And in a 21-7 game, Anderson County trailing with the football inside Woodford County territory, and it looks like they will punt it away this time, Keith.
I don't think Woodford believes it.
They've gone for it twice already. Got a touchdown on 4th down and 8 to start the football game. Turn it over last time on 4th down. This time the punter out there to kick it away for the Bearcats in Coleman Boggs. Correction.
That's Alsabrook.
Alsabrook, my bad. To kick it away here. Back around the 45 and a long end-over-end kick taken back at the 15. Out past the 30, he's got blockers to the 40, 50, 40, 35, 30, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
K.O. Wright, that's his second of the night.
All the way to the house, took it back around the 15, had blockers, and spins his way in as he danced home. And a 3-touchdown lead early in the first half for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, once he broke that first thing of containment, there wasn't anybody that was going to catch him.
So they didn't go for it. They decided to kick it away, and it leads to a punt return touchdown.
I was really surprised. I thought Anderson would go for it.
So once again, Cash Wolf to attempt the extra point. It's up and straight through, and it's 28-7. 17 seconds in here in the second. And you mentioned very surprised to go for it, not going for it there on 4th down and about 5 leads to a punt return touchdown.
No, I really was. I was honestly surprised. I thought they might snap it to one of the upbacks and either try and run it or throw it. A couple weeks ago against South Oldham, they snapped it to one of the upbacks who threw the ball for a first down.
It's going to lead to possibly a turnover we talked about early on in this ball game that Anderson County got getting those fourth downs. And, yeah, very surprised they didn't go for it there. First time they got a turnover in multiple games for Anderson County early. First touchdown they had in 3 games. And had a chance to go down and score and make it a one-possession game. But now back to 3 scores after the punt return touchdown as the Bearcats will get it back here.
They've got Jalen Crutcher back there with Hatfield.
Wolf to kick it away at the 40. Taken back. This is Hatfield at the 25-yard line. Past the 30, up close to the 35, down at the 32-yard line. That's where we'll see the Bearcats once again.
Hudson needs to take that ball and just run straight, not dance. Woodford's just too fast.
Beautiful night. Lights are on. As night falls upon us here in Lawrenceburg. Tonight's weather brought to you by Suntime Pools and Spas. It was 62 on our pregame show, dropping to the 50s tonight. Back out there is DeGarmo under center, tailback and a fullback behind him. 2 receivers to the right. Marks out instructions, now we'll hand it off, and right there is that big front wrapped up and thrown for a loss. And a job well done by the Yellow Jackets' big defensive front.
Well, McCann's lucky he kept the ball. He juggled that ball on the handoff, and Anderson's lucky that they've still got it.
Right there was Diego Castillo, defensive lineman in his senior year. First one there to wrap up the ball carrier. 2nd down and 13 after a loss of 3, back to the 29. DeGarmo under center once again. Receiver each way, running back in the backfield. Send a man in motion, left to right. DeGarmo going to throw, scrambles out right side, throws off his back hip, looking for his intended target, and it was dropped. Tight coverage, looking for Schaus, and it brings up 3rd down and long. Nowhere to throw the football, and pressure came and quickly got to the quarterback.
Well, DeGarmo just doesn't have a whole lot of time to throw the ball. I mean, they've got to roll him out to give him some time, but Woodford's just so quick on that backside that even rolling out, they almost had him from the backside.
You're just joining us. It's 28-7. Woodford County on top in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 13 at the 29.
Woodford's coming up the middle.
4 receivers. Pressure comes, throws a dump pass over the middle, and it's caught, I believe, fumbled, and taken back by Woodford County at the 29.
They had a screen call that time to Alzabrook, and Woodford was right there. That the linebacker that I said was going to come, he just sat right on Alzabrook.
Well, he took a couple of steps, made a football move, and the ball came out and wrapped up and quickly jumped on by Woodford County. They'll try to put 30 on the board here early in this first half with 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. They have it at the 29 of Anderson County, and a timeout is used by the Bearcats. We'll break. Woodford County with the football in the 2nd quarter, leading by 3 touchdowns on Glycat.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back on Glycad, John Baldridge with you, and Coach, it's been a tough uphill battle tonight, 28-7, and Keith, it feels like anything that has gone right early for Anderson County has really disappeared in this late 1st quarter, now 2nd quarter here for the Bearcats.
Well, this is a great game for 2 minutes.
Well, fumble, now Woodford County a chance to put 30 across the board with 10:38 left in the 2nd timeout used by the Bearcats, and we talked about it early on. Woodford County, their 11th-year head coach, Dennis Johnson, has really built up this program, has the players he wants in there, and turn the corner, a team that has been very successful the last couple of years. and a chance to put together a very strong playoff run, trying to go to 8-1 on the year. First down and 10 for them. 2 receivers each way. Coons scrambles, looks, keeps his eyes downfield, throws, incomplete.
That was.
I believe he was looking, yes, for Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, he threw it behind him.
So an incomplete pass, and it's 2nd down and 10.
That's the first time Anderson's had any kind of pressure on him.
Coons, who talked about over 2,000 yards on the year, came in 2,243 and 26 touchdowns to 6 INTs. Has been excellent at the helm this season. Shotgun snap for him, throws over the middle, looks to get his receiver and overshoots him.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that he missed that pass, because that was a touchdown if he catches it. They've got. I noticed they don't have Tomlin in the backfield the last few plays. They've got Zion Brown in there at the running back. Now Tomlin comes back in.
David Jones, the intended target on the last play, and it brings up 3rd down and 10, and a chance for the Bearcats to get off the football field. Woodford County needs to get to the 19-yard line to move the sticks. They're going to go on the ground, draw play, and wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, that was Brown, and
so it brings up 4th down, and it looks like Dennis Johnson will leave his offense out there.
That was Stratton and Aldridge on that tackle.
Gave him 2. 4th down and 8. Under 10 we roll on Gleichot in the 2nd quarter. Coons, 2 receivers each way, running back behind him from the gun. Takes the snap, looking, throws over the middle. Now flings it right side, it's incomplete. Looking for Jones, broken up, get back to the Bearcats.
Good defense by Nick Aldridge.
Looking for Jones. A tight pass, 2 defenders there, and turns it over. And a good stop by the Bearcats. Get off the football field, get their offense back out there, and they'll take over at the 27.
Well, I don't know if you want to count the fumble on the opening kickoff as a stop, but I think Anderson's already, if that's 2 stops, that's more than Scott did last week.
You go back to last year, we talked about 50 points for Woodford County in their win against Anderson County. For Woodford County at home last year. Bearcats back out there. Send a man off late here. Now break huddle at the 27. DeGarmo under center. I formation. They're going to dump it off left side, trying to spin off tackles, and there's not much there. Out past the numbers left side, but barely got maybe 1. Mark it 2.
That was Mackey, and as you said, he got 1 or 2. I think he was lucky to get that. Woodford's just so quick on the outside.
We talked about Josiah McKee, who has been excellent this year, the defensive end for Woodford County. Also Jackson Irvin. Mentioned Diego Castillo, that big defensive front, a lot of size, a lot of speed out there as well for the Yellow Jackets. 2nd down and 9 at the 28. Receiver lined out to the right. Quarterback under center. And we got a whistle and a flag down. The running back in Hatfield back behind the quarterback. And a flag is thrown here on 2nd down. Check the penalty. More than likely will be on Woodford County.
It's offsides on Woodford. Woodford looks like it's got some backup defensive linemen in there.
So that moves it forward up to the 33-yard line. And it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, there's a Woodford County's got a couple backups in there on defense.
They're on top, 28-7. 8:47 left in the second, moving forward on 2nd down and 4. They're going to hand it off and got close to the line to gain, maybe a yard or 2 short.
42, Braden Caldwell.
Caldwell, the sophomore, we talked about it with their head coach on his pregame comments. A lot of different backs he'll use for Anderson County. Another new back once again in Codwell there. Brings up 3rd down and 1 after gain of 3 on 2nd down. And Coach, and Keith, we were talking about it. It's a team that likes to run the football a lot in Anderson County.
I'm not sure Woodford's not one offside again.
They're going to move forward. I believe that's
think
Schaus, and
yeah.
he barely got to the line of the gain, but I think he moves the sticks there. Just got it. That will move the chains, though. Straight ahead, just plowed ahead, and used that extra lift to move the sticks up to the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, that methodical offense picks up a 1st down right there for the Bearcats.
Well, that, as said earlier, that's what Anderson needs to do, is possess the ball and keep it out of Woodford's hands.
Go back to last year. We talked about it earlier, but they had the ball for over 40 minutes in that game against Woodford County. Under center once again, they're going to dump it off and wrapped up and thrown in the backfield. Woodford County right there to jump on the ball carrier. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 3 on 1st down.
Boy, Josiah McKee, number 88, he almost got the pitch. He was back there so quick. He's one of the few seniors that's on Woodford's team.
He came in tonight, 13 tackles for loss on the year. Had 80 tackles on the season. And had a nice play right there.
And I misspoke. He's just a junior, along with what seems like most of the Woodford County team.
DeGarmo under center on 2nd down and 13. They'll pitch it out left side and wrapped up once again. Thrown in the backfield is Mackey and had nowhere to go. Lost about 2 yards on 2nd down and long.
Jaden McKinney, he was back there almost as soon as the pitch was.
There's no run room, it feels like, for Anderson County on this drive.
Well, that's why Anderson's trying to go up the middle, because they just can't get to the outside. Woodford's so quick.
Back to the 31-yard line. It brings up 3rd down and 20. They'll need to get to the 48 to move the sticks. So not 3rd down and 20, but close to it. Send a man in motion out to the left. DeGarmo takes a snap from the shotgun, scrambles out right side, looking downfield, throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 45 and right in the hands of Zion Brown. Looking for Nick Aldridge. And it's picked off and taken back by the Yellow Jackets.
Brown's having a heck of a game. He's got 2 touchdowns and an interception.
So that turns it over. And 5:45 left in the 2nd quarter. And a 28-7 Yellow Jackets lead. They'll get it back. And you mentioned, got to get outside that pocket to throw the football. And right there, once again, had some time, but just overshot his receiver by a couple steps. Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate our commitment and provide free-to-watch high school athletics right here on Glycad. It's 1st and 10.
Woodford's got trips to the far side. Anderson only has 2 defenders over there.
One receiver to the bottom of your screen. They'll throw across the middle. It's got a man complete inside Anderson County territory. Has the 1st down and has a gain of 12 all the way up to the 42-yard line to move the sticks. Nice pass by Coons. Had plenty of time right there.
That was Rytard.
He's been looked at a lot tonight. And moves the chains to the 42. Once again under center. Coons going to hand it off. Tomlin breaks off tackles. Now spins up the middle. Pushes off left side close to the 30. Has the 1st down and picks up 12 on a 1st down and 10 run. Back-to-back plays of 12 yards. And quickly moving it once again.
Bierman on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Trips out to the right side here. Coons going to throw from the gun.
Oh,
hits it downfield. Got a man open, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, the Yellow Jackets. Left alone was Jalen Johnson for the school.
Well, that was one thing that we said in our bullet points in the pregame. Anderson had to play good pass defense.
Johnson left alone. And once again, a big throw and catch. Nice throw by Coons, and Johnson puts it in for the 6 points. Trying to make it 35-7. Out there to attempt the extra point is Cash Wolf once again. Snap is down, the kick is up and through, but a flag is thrown.
Offside, offside on Woodford.
So this will move it forward.
They said offside.
They're going to say on Anderson County.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they possibly go for two. Probably more than likely won't. Already up 4 scores in this football game.
Actually, he missed that extra point.
So Wolf to attempt the extra point here. A little closer this time. Trying to make it a 4-score game and go up 28 points. The kick is a wobbly one, and it's through. Barely got over.
That ball was almost that. Once again, the holder did an awfully good job getting it to up to where he could kick the ball.
So it's 35-7 with 5:06 left in the second. Woodford County on top. We'll come back to Lawrenceburg on Glycat.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So after a long touchdown pass to Jalen Johnson and an extra point good by Cash Wolf, it makes it 35-7 Woodford County in Lawrenceburg. And Keith, it's been all Yellow Jackets since the
first 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. And there's a wobbly kick taken back by the Yellow Jackets, and they fall right on top of it. Did it go 10 yards, though?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, it did. It did. Anderson player was running away from it. And
one hop kick that bounced around the 42 of the Bearcats and jumped on by the Yellow Jackets, and they'll have it once again, trying to go up possibly 30 points here.
Best guess is going to be if Woodford scores, they'll go for 2 to get it to where it's a running clock. Yeah, that was a nice onside kick. And Anderson had a man there. He just ran away from it instead of catching the ball.
Believe I had Zion Brown with a recovery there for Woodford County. As the Yellow Jackets back out there offensively, leading 35-7.
Well, if that was Brown, he's had a heck of a game.
They're going to hand it off and up the middle. Trying to break off tackles, able to spin off a couple and has the first down, keeping the legs moving, is Aiden Powell and moves the 6. The sophomore got about 12 on first down. And a new quarterback takes over.
Jack Carroll. Yeah, I just noticed that they had a different quarterback in there. Believe they've got a different running back in there.
Yeah, I just mentioned Powell, who had a nice run there. They'll go with him again right side and tries to get out past the hash marks to the right. Got about 5 on first down. You mentioned Carroll, the sophomore, 5'10", 185, 6 for 10 on the year.
That
with
was
54 yards passing on the season.
That was Arthur Bierman on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Keith, are you surprised they went to the backup so early in this ball game?
You don't want to get it. You're 28 points ahead. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Carroll from the gun and a flag is thrown.
I mean, you've seen all you want to from your varsity.
Well, they look on cruise control.
Yeah.
Through the first about 20 minutes of this ball game. So penalty will move them back on second down for Carroll in the offense.
Be 2nd and 12.
You know, the parents over there got to be excited to see some of the backups in this ball game. Carroll getting an opportunity. Guy who trying to succeed out there and get something moving and put some points across the board. And another flag from the backside this time. This will be a delay of game call on 2nd down and 12. That will back it up once again.
You know, I'm looking at these backups that they've got in there. 71, 6'4", 309, junior. 77, 6'6", 290.
Well, we talk about a great junior class, Fox Coons.
Yeah.
We talked about Tomlin. We haven't even mentioned the defense, really, for Woodford County, as they'll go with Powell this time. He spins off a tackle, and another flag thrown after the play. Got about 4 on 2nd down. We'll check the penalty.
That was Pashenko.
Check the yellow marker. Maybe about 3rd down and 14 upcoming, but we'll see what the penalty is thrown here after the play. Possibly holding on the offense.
Oh, face mask.
So this will be applied on Anderson County. That gives
face
them,
mask.
That will move the ball ahead. Won't give them the 1st down, but makes it 2nd reasonable. So 2nd down, and make it about 8. As Carroll sends a running back behind him, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, has plenty of time all day, now steps up, now scrambles over left, dumps it off left side, got a receiver out past the 20-15 inside the red zone, has the 1st down, and some pushing after the play, and we got another marker down.
That was Josh Champagne that was on the end of that reception. Now it's just a question of who the flag is going to be on. They always say it's on the 2nd guy.
Champagne, another sophomore, the reception there. We'll check the penalty after the play.
Yeah. It's starting
pushing like back and forth. Yeah, I don't know who pushed first there, but we'll see at the officials over there talking it over.
Yeah, we're getting a good old Anderson-Woodford game here.
Talk about that rivalry. We came in on our monologue, and 2 teams don't like each other a whole lot.
My best guess is going to be on both.
It's got to be hard, too, to keep your players in check and motivated, of course, when you're come in 3 straight games not scoring the football. And feels like their head coach and David Buchanan has done a really good job to get them laser-focused last couple weeks of the season.
Yeah, it was personal foul both teams. So
they'll mark it at the 14. 1st and 8, they'll say here for Woodford. Shotgun snap, has time, looking now, stepping up as Carroll throws over the middle, and it's caught for the TD.
That's Jalen Johnson.
Johnson brings it in.
Best guess is that Woodford's going to go for 2 here. Nope, they're just going to go for 1. I think they'd get it. They might want to go.
Well, they're up 41-7 with 3:59 left in the 2nd. But you do want to get to 35 to make it a running clock as well.
But they're going to kick it and going to keep it and keep the clock running.
Well, Coach, they probably feel like they can go down and score again before the end of the half. Try to put some more numbers on the board. Wolf to kick it. This time it's up and through. Correction, that is a new kicker. That was Simon Urbina who put it through, the junior. And that makes it 42-7 with 4 minutes left here in the 2nd. We'll break, come back on Glide Cap.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
42-7, it is our score with 3:59 left in the second with Keith Klink. I'm John Baldridge in Lawrenceburg. And since those first 2 minutes, it's been all Woodford County after Anderson County led 7-0, 42 unanswered. Kicked away by Urbina, taken back at the 15 and wrapped up. Not much room for Anderson County. Almost bobbled it there, got it back around the 40-22 before he was bottled up.
Well, I noticed that the clock is running, and you can do that if you get both coaches to agree.
So the clock moving, a running clock early in this ball game, late in this first half. Art of the backup quarterback in some of the backups for Woodford County. Trying to go to 8-1 on the year and on way to doing so. As the offense for the Bearcats back out there. DeGarmo under center.
Anderson starting to get some, I see some new faces in there for Anderson too.
DeGarmo fakes the handoff. Pressure comes. He's going to throw downfield. It's incomplete. One-on-one coverage looking for
Follis, Donovan Follis.
And the senior just a little over his shoulders. Couldn't bring it in. It brings up second down. Flinged it about 5 yards in front of him. It's second down and 10. How do you get this offense just gelling and moving a little bit better as you reach the later part of this ball game and trying to pick up something as you move forward to next week? Is there something you can do to be able to do that and accomplish that here against some of their backups tonight?
You want to try and do that, but Woodford just got so many good players. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And
McCann up the middle, got to around the 30-yard line, brings up about third down and 5.
And you're operating with someone that's not your regular quarterback, that's your best running back. Who if they put DeGarmo on that back of that eye and give him a running start, he can move some people.
DeGarmo needing to get to the 33 to move the sticks. It's third down and 3 at the 30. Big formation in here. Fullback, running back, high formation. They're going to dump it off. Right side, Schaus. Excuse me. That's McCann. Couldn't get to the line to gain. Brings up fourth down.
It's just so hard to get wide on these people. They've got so many quick people. They're so quick to the outside.
McCann got right back to the line of scrimmage, no more. Brings up fourth down and 3. They're going to keep the offense out there. And I go back. They had a chance to make it a one-score game late in that first quarter. Decided to punt the football away, and a punt return touchdown made it a 3-score game one play later.
Yeah.
It was a big turning point in this ball game as well.
Oh, yeah.
DeGarmo from the shotgun. 4 receivers, empty backfield on fourth down. Scrambles out, right side and a whistle, and a flag is thrown before the fourth down snap. Will be a timeout actually used by Woodford County.
Yep. Timeout Woodford.
So 36 seconds as the clock moving, a running clock late in the second quarter. We'll have plenty to come on the halftime show. We'll look across the out-of-town scoreboard as well, have some stats, and get you set for some keys and what we'll expect to see in the second half from both teams. And a ball game that has been all Woodford County. We're trailing 7-0, have scored 42 unanswered, 6 straight touchdowns. And I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Fox Coons, Darian Tomlin, even the backups in this defense, of course, by the Yellow Jackets. My first time seeing them this year. Very impressive tonight.
Well, the thing about it is, Anderson, I don't think ever got any pressure on Coon. It's hard when you're rushing 3, and Woodford County's receivers are just so good, so quick. Stop on a dime, and Coon puts it right on the numbers. Anderson looked like they had a throwbacks there. Now we're just dropping straight back.
DeGarmo throws, and it's picked off once again. This time Brown out past the 40, down inside the 30 to the 37. And another turnover, and it's picked off once again by the Yellow Jackets.
Did Brown drive the bus up here?
And that should probably be our final play of the quarter, unless Woodford County wants to use their last timeout, have one left. Could possibly attempt a long field goal, but there's no reason to.
We're going to the dressing room.
So they'll head to the locker room at the break. 24 minutes down. It is 42-7, and it's been all Yellow Jackets since the first quarter. We'll come back with the halftime show next on Glide Cap.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington.
Back at halftime in Lawrenceburg, it is 42-7. John Baldridge, Keith Klink with you. Top the press box at Anderson County, where it's all Woodford County. The Yellow Jackets lead at 42-7. And Coach, get your initial thoughts on that first half, the first 24 minutes. It was an early start for Anderson County, got that fumble recovery on the first kickoff. 4th down and 7, had a 30-yard touchdown pass, but since then, 6 straight touchdowns. It's been all Fox Coons, Darian Tomlin, and that offense have ran the ball, passed the ball well, and the backups now in for the Yellow Jackets on top by 5 scores.
First 2 minutes were great. Then, like I said, Woodford looks like hockey on a football field. They run in and run out and run down the field, and they're really hard to catch. Zion Brown is just having a tremendous game for Woodford County. 2 touchdowns, two interceptions, and Woodford's just good. I mean, that's all you can say. Woodford is an excellent football team.
Yeah, you mentioned the first half scoring summary presented by Carpenter Local 650, building your winning career day. Visit carpenters.com for more information. Those 2 touchdowns by Johnson, big touchdown run by Darian Tomlin, and of course, plenty of time. It's been all night long for Fox Coons. No one's really touched him. A big guy, 6'5", 230, and has just been able to stand in the pocket and find his receivers in that first half.
Well, with the side as big as Woodford's offensive line is, and Anderson only rushing 3, it's unless those 3 people are just super athletic, it's really hard to get pressure on him. I mean, Anderson's probably 2 best defensive players are Stratton and Alzabrook, and they've just tied them up. They're not even coming close.
When you go back and watch film tomorrow, the next day, if you're Anderson County, how much time will you really think about that play where you are down 4th and 5 inside Woodford County territory? You're down 2 scores. Decide to punt the football away heading into the second quarter, and that long 80-yard punt return for a touchdown made it a 3-score game. Is that something that you'll really think about a lot if you're the head coach for the next week?
I really don't think so. I mean, that's 1 score.
Yeah.
That's 1 score. It might have made a difference in one touchdown. If you don't punt it, you're giving them a short field. The result is probably going to be the same. It's just going to be a little quicker. But I really don't think if I'm the coach, you go in the film tomorrow and you point out the good stuff that we did. You know, Woodford County's really good guys. Yes. You know, this is what we want to be.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You were in cruise control for Woodford County through that first half, and it was really an uphill battle for Anderson County, knowing that coming in, they were able to accomplish some stuff in that first half. But he'll try to build on it and lead on some success and come back and build on something in the second half. We'll come back, try to talk about things you try to move forward and work on, not just for this game, but the final game next week, and get ready for that playoff run for Woodford County. That's coming up on the halftime show. It's 42-7. We'll take a break. Have more in a moment here in Lawrenceburg on Glycat.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive, we are leaders in customer care.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Woodford County on top, back with Keith Klink. I'm John Baldridge in our press box. On Glycod, it's 42-7 Yellow Jackets at the break. About 10 minutes before we get back to action here in Lawrenceburg. Look at tonight's scoreboard presented by Don Franklin Auto, driven by family. Some scores across the Kentucky High School docket on this second and final week of the regular season. Shelby County on top of Western Hills, 21-20 in the second quarter there. Trinity rolling once again. They're on top of Oldham County at home as the Rocks lead at 39-3. 3 minutes left in the second quarter there at halftime. Collins on top of South Oldham on the road, 21-6. And Spencer County leads Grant County 34-6 at halftime in that affair. Here, it's 42-7, a running clock in this second half. And Keith, two teams that are trying to build their programs. Of course, you talk about Woodford County has done that over the last couple of years and where they want to be heading into the playoffs and has been very promising over the first 24 minutes. What are you trying to do with the next 24 minutes to close out this ball game?
Don't get anybody hurt. I mean, that's it. That's the bottom line. Give your kids who don't get a chance to play much, give them a chance to play. You just don't. This time of year, there's enough people. You've got enough people hurt in the regular games without getting them hurt in a game where you're ahead by 35 points.
What are you trying to build on if you're Anderson County?
You want to try and score. I don't care if it's Woodford County's second team, third team, the managers, whoever. You want to try. You want to try and get some offense. Sure. You want to try and score. I'm not sure, but I don't think Anderson has had more than 2 consecutive first downs. Now, like I say, you just need to try and work on that, and you need to score. Give yourself some confidence. I know one of Anderson's previous coaches. I always ask him, why do you keep your first team in? He said, well, if they score, they get an onside kick and score again, then it's a close game. That's true, but you got ahead playing. You got ahead beating the team, and that's just generally not going to happen. And I don't think you'll see any of Woodford's regulars the second half. I would be astounded if you did. I mean, all it would take would be somebody to miss an assignment and somebody gets loose and hits Kuhn or Tomlin on the knee. And
they've already gone to their backups in this first half, and we'll see what happens as the Yellow Jackets back out there for the second half.
Yeah.
We're about 5 minutes before we get back to it. We'll take another break. It's a 42-7 game here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel.
Home on the range.
Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Woodford County on top. It's 42-7. Yellow Jackets back out there with Keith Klink. John Bouldridge back at our press box at halftime. About 3 or 4 minutes, we get back to action on Glycod. And, Coach, 6 straight scores by Woodford County. And they're still out there working hard, going through drills at halftime here. And they got a lot of potential. We talk about a team that comes in 7-1. A lot of potential for a team that's trying to put together a playoff run once again in 2025.
Well, Woodford, I think Woodford is the second-ranked school in 5A. I think Pulaski is the only one that's ahead of them, and it's just incredible to me how anybody could be that much better than Woodford County.
Well, if we go through the district standings, and Woodford County comes in 3-0, 7-1. They won 52-12 over Scott County. They've also defeated Collins this year, and South Oldham have played very well on the year. Anderson County, they're 0-3 in district, and of course come off that loss last week to Collins. Hadn't scored in a district game up until this point, but it's nice to get the ball moving early on, and hopefully can build on some things in the second half.
Well, I was really surprised that Collins was beating South Oldham. I saw both Collins and South Oldham, and I really thought South Oldham was the better team. But it's Friday night. It's football. It's high school, and
you've seen a lot of teams this year. Who's really impressed you around state and teams that you've seen with your own eyes this season?
With my own eyes, Woodford. Well, yeah, Woodford. I haven't seen a whole lot of the Louisville schools, except just going the Glycod broadcast, just going and kind of scrolling through there. I mean, Trinity's Trinity. I mean, that you can say that, and it's just such a gap between the private and the public schools that it's to me, it's always amazing when a private school beats one of the.
It's great to see the success Jay Cobb's had at Trinity as well. I know he was the defensive coordinator under Bob Beatty for a long time and had a couple down years there, but they have really turned things around. St. X has still been a power this year. Mayle's been a little down, but you talk about some of those public schools. Woodford County has really been strong here tonight, and they are right there with one of those teams to put a run together to win their championship in Kentucky this year and have a very good opportunity to do so.
I think one of the main differences is that where Woodford County's got a lot of good players, but they've got a lot of players that go both ways. Whereas a lot of your private schools, they've got enough people that you don't have to go both ways. This is a completely new bunch out here on this kickoff for Woodford.
Still Cash Wolf to kick it away for Woodford County. And back around the 40 as he'll boot it away. Put 12 on the clock, a running clock, and a 42-7 game as we start the third quarter on Glycat.
Let's see what kind of kickoff this is. Okay, we're going to kick it deep.
Boots it away, back at the 15. Kicks off the body, ball rolls around the 20. Who jumped on top? I think Anderson County got it.
Anderson did. That was
hit off the body. I believe that was.
That was Crutcher that missed it, and Crutcher that recovered it.
Aiden Edwards also there for Anderson County. Almost lost it though.
Yeah.
Bearcats get it at the 24-yard line.
I don't think Woodford's got anybody in there that started. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they've got anybody in there that's a starter.
Under center is DeGarmo. Sends a man in motion, and he'll fake a handoff. Pressure comes. He's wrapped up in stuff. Sacked at the 10. They're going to say he's down. The ball came out, but a big loss on first down.
I mean,
Jalen McKinney awarded the sack, but a lot of guys back there.
They were back there faster than he could roll out.
A loss of 14. Second and 24.
Shoo-wee.
I mean, you're right. There was little to no time right there. And the one thing you don't want in a game like this, too, is injuries to come up and bite you. Back to the 10-yard line. Shotgun snap to Garmo, slings it out towards the left. Screen pass, the ball falls out, and it's around the 15 and jumped on by the Yellow Jackets.
I could not tell who that was.
I think he brought it in and then lost it on the fumble, and I believe that was Hudson Hatfield.
Yeah, that was Hatfield that fumbled.
Ball trickled out of his hands and jumped on by Woodford County. And the Yellow Jackets will take over at the 14.
That is definitely not the way you want to start.
Woodford County, great field position inside the red zone after the fumble. And spot on, great field position. We'll try to make it 7 straight touchdowns without any points by Anderson County. Led 7-0. 6 straight scores by the Yellow Jackets. They're going to dump it off right side.
Ooh,
and a big lick.
There's a fumble, too. Was there a fumble?
I think he held on to the football, but only got about 3 and was leveled out towards the right side. End around and read well.
I think that was Clay Smith, 14. Boy, he hit him hard.
Josh Champagne went around the corner there and took the lick. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 at the 11. 2 receivers each way. Shotgun snap. They're going to hand it off. Trying to spin off tackles and not much room for Powell. Breaks back towards the middle of the field. Wrapped up around the line of scrimmage.
That was Clay Smith again with the first hit, and then I think that was Stratton that finished him off.
So brings up 3rd down for Carroll in the offense. Woodford County needing to get to the 3 to move the chains. 3rd and 7 at the 10.
What Anderson's done, they've gone to a 4-front now to see if they can get a little pressure on the quarterback.
Carroll throws, incomplete. Just above the hands, looking for Champagne in the end zone. Right over the middle and just a little high. It was intended target in Champagne. One he liked to bring in, of course, right there.
This might be the time where you say, okay, let's see if we can, let's kick a field goal.
Well, they're going to try it. Great chance to do so. Already up 42-7.
Yeah, is this Wolf that's going out there? He says he's 2 of 2, if that's what, yeah.
Looks like it's Simon Urbina. The junior will attempt the field goal here. Kick is down, it's up, and it is right through. Had plenty of distance.
Wow.
Kicked it wide. I thought it was through.
I'll tell
Far
you,
from our angle point.
That would have been. He kicked that from the 22. That'd be good from the 42. I think if he would have gotten it through the uprights.
Just pulled it. So it stays 42-7. That's what you like to see. Try to get the field goal unit out there and see if you can make one in situations like this, though.
Yeah, that looked like one of my golf shots.
Sliced it a little bit?
No, hook.
I slice it.
Well, I do too. If I hook it, it's a mistake.
So Anderson County back out there with DeGarmo. And once again, a big body set. A couple fullbacks running back in there on first down at the 20-yard line.
Okay, we don't.
Finally, they set up at the line of scrimmage. Late tight end on the field, and they're going to hand it off, and not much room. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more for McCain on first down. McCain wrapped up well.
Woodford has. Doesn't matter whether it's the varsity or the JV, they've got 3 or 4 guys around the ball every play, and they're quick to the ball.
Gave him one. It's 2nd down and 9 at the 21. DeGarmo over once again to get the play. You talked about a quarterback who gets his steps in. Runs over every single time to the sideline.
Best conditioned guy on the team.
Now back to the huddle, breaks huddle. Fullbacks in front of him from the shotgun, running back to his hip. He'll take the snap, a low snap. Pressure comes, he'll have to run around, scrambles over left side, he's going to use his legs, get out past the numbers, close to the 25-30. Late flag thrown short of the line to gain. We'll check the yellow marker, could be a late hit though.
I think that's what it is.
So the clock running clock with 4:50 left in the third quarter. And the officials meeting on the other side of the field.
The official gave the signal for holding, but I didn't think Anderson had anybody over there.
A lot of backups in right now for Woodford County with this big lead. So the officials taking their time will get the ruling here. We'll be holding on the offense.
I really didn't think Anderson had anybody.
And now a late hit as well applied here on the Yellow Jackets. So that will be offsetting, I believe.
Well, no, we're going to go 10 yards this way and 15 yards that way. Okay, and that will make it 2nd and 4.
Something you don't see every day with all these penalties have been thrown. In the late second quarter now, a couple here in the third quarter.
Okay, well, with the personal foul, I guess the Anderson gets the automatic first down.
So first down and 10 at the 30. They're going to run once again, and there's nowhere to go. Wrapped up in the backfield.
That's McCann has had that touchdown, but boy, he's had a rough way to go otherwise.
Well, he's a big body back, has plenty of size, but a guy who just hasn't had any run room, any separation at all offensively tonight. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say a loss of 1 on first down. So 2nd and 11 backed up to the 29-yard line. Clock is quickly moving, under 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Under center to DeGarmo. Hands on the ground, pushing forward for about a gain of 2.
He's probably, see if thought that might be wide Chouse. No, it's
gain of 2 there brings up 3rd down and long after a short carry right up the gut. DeGarmo has the play, runs back to the huddle, needing to get to the 40 to move the sticks on 3rd and 8. and trying to use that clock, but get a good drive here late in this third quarter for Anderson County. Pitch it out right side, and there's nowhere to go. Doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage, and wrapped up was McCann for a big loss.
It's just like I've said all game. It's just so hard to go wide on Woodford because they've just got so much quickness out there.
So that's a big loss. They'll mark it back at the 31, and it brings up 4th down and 9. 1:35 left in the third quarter, and they're going to leave the offense out there. Surprised they don't punt it back here, Keith.
Yes, I was very surprised that they weren't going to punt it.
We'll see if they run it here, needing 9 yards on 4th down.
Watch these ends come off the ball of Woodford County.
DeGarmo doesn't have much time, just throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. And there is a late flag.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
Will probably be defensive holding on Hawker out there, or Hooker.
That's what I was going to say. It was on Hawker was holding Alsbrook.
Cassius Hooker called for the holding, and will check the penalty. More than likely will be the result, though. So on 4th down and 9, they throw. Had not much time there once again.
We've got another flag in the backfield. I wonder if that's not roughing the passer. Let's see what we've got here.
Holding on the defense, pass interference on the defense.
Yeah.
And a late hit roughing the passer as well.
Yeah.
So on 4th down and 9, penalties move the sticks and pick up the 1st down for the Bearcats. So at least keep the offense out there and keep this drive moving now. A minute left in this third quarter. Up to the 45 after the penalty call.
You watch those two ends of Woodford County. How fast they get into the backfield. Oh,
up the middle, pushing towards the 50. I believe the ball came out around the 48 and back to Woodford County.
Yeah. I
believe that was Braden Codwell, the ball carrier, who lost the football there.
Yeah. It was. I don't think he ever had the ball. He was juggling it as he came across.
So that will be the final play of the third quarter. A quick third quarter. Woodford County on top, 42-7 as they go to the 4th. Back in a moment to Lawrenceburg on Glycat.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Good run by Jordan Diallo on 1st down after the pickup after start the 4th quarter in a 42-7 Woodford County lead. And Keith Klink, John Baldridge with you. And Keith, it's been all Woodford County in this ball game.
Oh yeah, that was Antoine Bierman that made the tackle there.
So driving in here after the fumble, and the Yellow Jackets inside Bearcat territory. Time for Carroll once again, slings it out. Left side's got a man complete, breaking off tackles inside the red zone down to the 18, and they're brought in by David Jones to move the sticks.
We've got another flag. There was another late hit. Somebody came in there way late.
So we'll check the marker in a game that has seen a lot of flags in the second half. Running clock as well. A game out of reach.
Yeah.
This will be a targeting call.
Blow to the head.
So that moves it forward.
That's going to move it half the distance to the goal line inside the 10. Yeah, somebody came in there way late.
Not what you want to see in a game that is out of reach. You don't want injuries out there right now. So the clock moving. Will be first and goal at the 9-yard line. That moves it really far ahead from the 18 all the way to the 9. Very good drive once again, and it seems like if it's been Coons, now Carroll has manned this offense and stood in the pocket and had plenty of time tonight. Carroll out there from the shotgun. He'll hand it off. Up the gut, moving forward, breaking off tackles inside the end zone goes Aiden Powell for the touchdown. 7 straight scores. About a response by Woodford County. They lead it 48-7. On cruise control here this evening. Powell went untouched into the end zone there.
He did. Last week, Tomlin, it looked like he was going through the middle of Scott County's line untouched, and that was the same thing there.
They'll attempt the extra point to make it 49-7. The kick is up and through and made by Wolf, and it's a 49-7 game with 9 minutes left in the fourth. We'll break, come back in a moment on Glycat.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Woodford County on top as the Yellow Jackets lead it 49-7. Woodford with 7 straight unanswered scores. And they're on cruise control this evening with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They'll kick it away with Cash Wolf, who just made that extra point and taken back and bounces around the 20. Hatfield jumps on top of it, spins off a tackle, but then wrapped up and thrown back to the 18.
By the time next year, he'll realize that you can't let that bounce.
You own a business or would like to find out more about corporate partnership on Glycat and our free-to-watch high school athletic platform, please drop us an email all season long at glycat.com. We thank your support. If you want to watch any high school athletic game on Glycat, just go to YouTube and type in Glycat on your search bar for Kentucky high school football and basketball.
Okay, we've got Hanks Malone in at quarterback for Anderson, number 10, and Hatfield's in at a halfback.
Malone's first action as a quarterback this year. And they're going to dump it in the backfield, gets through the hands of the running back and picked up by Woodford County. Went right through Braxton Mackey's hands and picked up by the Yellow Jackets.
That was Justin Johnson that
fell on top of it and picked it up and has the 6.
Well, I said before the game that Anderson would have to win the turnover battle, and they didn't. I think that's probably, it's either 5 or 6 turnovers
So Woodford County now 50 points across the board. They're on top 55-7.
And nobody feels worse about that than Malone. Oh, now we've got looks like 94.
Yeah, Simon Urbina, who attempted that field goal earlier, will try to attempt the extra point here, and it's up and it's blocked.
That was Alsabrook.
So Anderson County gets a block, but Woodford County, the Yellow Jackets, another touchdown, 8 straight, and lead it 55-7. Heath, it just feels like one you're going to have to try to get out of your mind and get ready for DeSales next week if you're Anderson County.
You say, guys, sleep in, watch cartoons tomorrow. We're not going to have films. We're not going to have film study. This thing's not worth watching.
For the Yellow Jackets, they got bigger things on their mind. A lot of their starters went out in the second quarter. Did not want to attempt any injuries or any bugs after a big win like this, coming off a win last week against Scott County and trying to go to 8-1 on the year and finish out the regular season next week with a win and get ready for the playoffs. Anderson County won't go to the playoffs in 2025. Taken back by Hatfield, spins out past the numbers right side, past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here comes the offense once again for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Anderson has a lot of they're like Woodford. They've got a lot of sophomores and juniors in there. I'm surprised they've still got Alsabrook in there.
4 minutes left in regulation. And they'll go under center.
Okay, let's see if we can do better than we did the last time here.
They're going to take the snap and throw on first down. Throwing it right side and overshoots his intended target, looking for Donovan Fallis. And it's second down.
Well,
good pass right there, though.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was about 2 yards too long, and it'd been interesting to see if Fallis could have taken it to the end zone.
First time we've seen this quarterback out there this year for the Bearcats.
He's played a little. Well, Anderson hadn't been in a situation too many times where he's gotten a lot of time.
I formation on second down and 10. Receiver each way. And they're going to dump it off to the running back.
That's
and able to
Hatfield.
spin off tackles as Hatfield's got room out past the 50, 40, breaking it left side, 30, 20, inside the red zone, down to the 15. A beautiful run and broke off tackles and had a lot of running room inside the red zone.
That's the first time that I believe tonight that Anderson's gotten to the outside.
Hudson Hatfield showing off the speed. Able to break inside and all the way down to the 14 of the Yellow Jackets.
Clay Smith did a good job blocking downfield. He held his defender off for quite a ways, and Hatfield was caught from behind.
Hatfield will get a breather. New running back in there on first down and 10.
That's Crutcher, 29, who was back there with Hatfield on the kickoff return.
Big fullback in there. They're going to give it to Crutcher. He's got a hole inside the 5,
touchdown.
And he's close to the end zone, just short. Marked down at the 1-yard line, but makes it first and goal.
I really thought he was in.
And they're going to bring Hatfield back in to try to power the load in the end zone here and give him 6. So a couple back-to-back good runs and something you can build on and you like to see for Anderson County late in this ball game. 2 minutes left. Under center, I formation once again. 2 receivers, Hatfield back there. They're going to dump it to him, gets through his hands. He's going to jump back on top. And luck Lucky to get it back around the 5.
Well, he did the smart thing. He went and jumped on the ball instead of trying to pick it up, and better than back on the 5 than Woodford County having the ball again.
Lucky to get it there. Went right through his wickets and was able to fall back on top of it. Lost 4. Back to the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal. We'll see if they go again on the ground here on 2nd down. Hatfield under in the backfield. Under center, they're going to give it to him. And he's wrapped up. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but not anymore. 1:15 left. Brings up 3rd and goal. You really want to put one in here and build on it to close out this ball game if you're the Bearcats.
There's nothing like a score sandwich for this game, first and last. If Anderson doesn't make it this time, I feel like they'll call a timeout to try and get it in the end zone here. See if they go wide.
3rd and goal. Under center. They're going to fake the run and going to keep it. They're going to go out right side. The quarterback works his way in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Hanks Malone.
5 yards in, and with 30 seconds left, they punch it in for 6.
Hanks Malone, first varsity touchdown. He'll remember that.
Fake the handoff, broke out left side, and found the pylon. And in there for the touchdown. 55-13, but a confidence built right there on that drive to finish out this ball game.
Anderson looks like they're going for 2. Let's see, they've got, they don't know who they've got in there. Got Aiden Green is in the backfield now.
Malone
along with Hatfield, okay.
Malone under center from the 3-yard line. Dumps it off to Hatfield. Tries to spin out towards the left side and then wrapped up. Couldn't get around the corner.
That was number 24, Jalen McKinney.
Who's had a strong game tonight. Another nice play right there. And with 30 seconds left, it keeps it 55-13. That's a way to build on the final stretch of this ball game and punch it in right there for Anderson County. So probably we'll do an onside kick with 30 seconds left. But we'll see how they draw it up here. But if you're third-year head coach in David Buchanan, very promising to close out this ball game with Malone and able to punch it in.
I mean, even if you're playing against Woodford's freshmen, I mean it's still good.
Woodford going to come out of here with the win, but strong way to close it. Get ready for next week for the Bearcats here at home. Finish out their season against the Sales.
And Woodford will be tested next week. They've got Ballard next week. They'll be tested against Ballard. Ballard always has a pretty good team.
Low kick. This will shoot out of bounds.
I think it touched 37 Cassius Hawker there. And I don't think we're going to get another playoff.
So that will probably do it on this Friday night. Teams at the 50 will shake hands.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
So Keith, an exciting ball game for about 5-10 minutes there, but then Woodford County took care of business. It was an uphill battle, as we knew, for Anderson County coming in, but it was exciting to call it, and glad to be here with you for it. We'll come back, of course, to the post-game show, but real fun ball game here this evening.
Like I said, Woodford's good. That's all you can say. They are an excellent football. They're an excellent football team, and you always want to see a team from your district go far. Just best of luck to them. And it's like I told the Woodford coaches before the game, let's have a good game, nobody get hurt, and I think we accomplished that.
We'll come back on the post-game show and wrap it up. Woodford County wins it on Glycat.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools. Your BioGuard dealer, weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Woodford County wins it back with Keith Klink, John Baldridge, a 55-13 final in Lawrenceburg as they go to 8-1 on the year, and Anderson County drops to 3-6. And Keith, I'll get your final thoughts from this ball game, and 55 straight unanswered by Woodford County, the story, but that late drive too by Anderson County, something you can build on going into next week.
Well, like Woodford's just a machine. I mean, they've got size, they've got speed. There's not a whole lot they don't have. It was good to see Anderson put a couple touchdowns on the board after going the last 2 weeks where they hadn't scored, and that's got to be a confidence builder. They hopefully next week they'll get back Cash Cooper and finish against DeSales. They've every year they've won more games. They've won more games the next year every year since Coach Buchanan was here, and this is hopefully something he can build on. Like I said, Woodford County is just good. They've got athletes, they've got size, they've got it all.
Tonight's scoring summary brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. We talked about 55 straight by Woodford County as they won it. A lot of different guys we could give player of the game to. We'll get into that in a little bit on the post-game show. But Zion Brown really stood out. David Jones really stood out. Of course, their quarterback in Fox Coons. Their backup in Carroll looked really good. Darian Tomlin looked good. They have a lot of pieces, a team that, of course, trying to put together a playoff run, and they're really hard to match up with for any team in this district, in this region.
Actually, they might be a hard match up for a lot of teams in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are an excellent ball team. They look good last week when I watched them against Scott County, and they look better. They look better live.
Well, we look at some of the scores presented by tonight's scoreboard. Don Franklin-Otto keeping all our scores tonight. Don Franklin-Otto is driven by family. Tonight's scoreboard, some games still in action. Western Hills on top of Shelby County, 26-21 in the third quarter there. In the fourth, Trinity on top at home over Oldham County. The Rocks lead at 45-3. Collins on top of South Oldham. About 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter there. It's 28-20. And Spencer County on top of Grant County, 41-14. 3 minutes left in regulation in that affair there. Here the final was 55-13 as Woodford County wins it. We'll come back, talk about where this team for Anderson County comes and goes from here. But this is the post-game show. Back in a moment on Glide Cat.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Woodford County wins it back on Glycad as we go through the post-game show. 55-13. They win it here in Lawrenceburg over Anderson County. We look at tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by Elite Building Products, the right decision for your home. First, we'll start with Woodford County. Who else could you go with besides Zion Brown? Had 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and just really stood strong and stood out tonight for them.
Yeah, I saw him down there. The bus is leaving now. I think he might be driving that bus.
We were saying that earlier. You know, he was all over the place tonight, though.
Yeah, he was. He had a fine game. I think he might have had a fumble recovery too. But yeah, he's definitely the star of the game for Woodford.
Meanwhile, for Anderson County, they had trouble getting things going tonight, but there's definitely things you can build on. And of course, it was nice to be able to capitalize and punch that ball in with that touchdown late in the final minutes. Was there one player that stood out to you and really kind of led the load tonight for them?
I think it was McCann, Eli McCann for Anderson. He caught the touchdown pass, and he just he stood up well because he got pounded a bunch of times. But he scored the touchdown. I think you give it to Eli.
Yeah, it was an exciting ball game, a game that Woodford County came in with the big favor, but they were kept in check for a minute, able to figure things out, and Anderson County will try to pick up a win next week. We'll come back, look at the scoreboard and some of the games next week, as well as talk about the playoff picture as well. This is the post-game show. Again, tonight's most outstanding player brought to you by Elite Building Products, the right decision for your home. Final once again, 55-13. Woodford County wins it on Glycat.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Back on Glycat, the final, Woodford County wins it 55-13 in a running clock this evening with Keith Klink, John Baldridge, and Coach, we talked about Woodford County where They're going playoff bound. Don't know who they'll play yet, but they'll have Ballard this coming week to finish out the regular season. Meanwhile, for Anderson County, they won't make the playoffs, but it's a team that will try to build out the regular season with a win next week. We'll face the Sales here at home. I know you'll have a chance to call it and to be back here and finish out the regular season possibly with a win.
Well, like I said earlier, Anderson's win total has gone up each year with Coach Buchanan. Should be a pretty evenly matched game, a lot more than this one was. There's nothing harder to call than a one-sided game.
It was a game that was close for a minute, but we mentioned the 55 straight points by the Yellow Jackets as they are victorious this evening. We look at our scoreboard next week, brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead in some of the games next week across the docket. I know I'll be at Paris County next week for that game and excited for that, and a lot of games across our Glycad docket. You'll be back here getting ready for a big Anderson County matchup to finish out their season. They won't make the playoffs, but we'll finish out the final and 10th game of the year at home next week. Keith, it's been exciting to call it with you this week for all our crew, and thank you so much for being with me.
Been a pleasure.
For Keith Klink, our entire crew on Glycad, we thank you for being with us, for all our sponsors out there. My name is John Baldridge. One final time, our final score, Woodford County 55, Anderson County 13. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll speak to you next week right back here on Glycad.
From Glycad, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt. Keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. The right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for